Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new series of starter houses. I am Zebra DeHill, and this is my first episode of this new series. Today we're going to be building a cliffside house it happens to be a spruce biome, which is personally my favorite, so this is going to fit really well. I've cleared out a spot on this cliff that I'm going to build this cliffside manor on. I don't know how big I'm gonna make it. I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty small, but then I'm gonna do like the terraining around it a bit, and this is going to be my block palette. But I want to make it very clear that moss is kind of a rarity sometimes. Like, I played on a world that I couldn't find moss for like a long time until after I got the elytra, so feel free to switch this one with that. Or with, I don't have it, but you could also switch it with green concrete powder, light green concrete, green terracotta. It really doesn't matter. It's just the colors that help it. And then you could ignore the green altogether if you were just going for a stony look. Then you could take out the mossy stone brick and all that. But this is going to be the palette. I'm going to use strip as well, and then some regular stone bricks. Oh, I have those down. So, I think without further ado, I'm going to build it. I'm going to build now and talk later. So I'll see you in a minute. Hello everybody, and welcome to my very first time-lapse chat. I just have a few things to say, and then I'll let the time-lapse finish out really quick. So, welcome to my first starter house series. We're going to be building quite a few starter houses in this. I didn't say all that much in the intro because I knew I would have time to say it here. So yeah, we're going to be building a whole bunch of these, and this is just the first one, a cliffside manor. Well, it's kind of more of an A-frame type cabin, but it's dug into the mountain is what you're going to see here in a moment, is that we're really going to dig into the mountain in order to give it more space, and that's why it's on the cliff. If we wanted to build this up above ground, obviously it wouldn't be a cliffside house. Later in this time lapse, you're going to see like me decide to build an entrance tunnel, and this was mainly because when I was terraforming the side, it just worked out so well that it had like a small entrance on the side, so I decided to make a little tunnel to get into the house, and it ended up fitting really well. And I'm not going to go super far out on the interior of these houses. I'm going to get the exterior down to a point, which is what I'm better at, the exterior and a little bit of the landscaping. But I'm going to leave the inside largely up to you guys to decide what you want to do with it. If you build it, if you just want some ideas on what your outside is going to look like. The insides I struggle with so much. Some people are really good at making like the kitchens or the bedrooms and stuff like that, and I just stink at it. So a lot of times when I build my survival houses, they're purely survival based, but I also wanted to throw in some creative elements, so I'm going to be decorating some of it to where I would if I was building it creative, and some of it to where it was survival, to leave that divide for whatever you guys want to do, which is totally cool. But if you guys do have any suggestions on what I should put in my builds, like this one I put like a dining room table in it because I didn't know what to fill the space with. But if you guys think that I should set like a standard and build a kitchen in each one of them, or build a fancy formal bedroom in each one of them, whatever you guys think, you should just let me know, because honestly interiors are my weakest part, but exteriors I'm pretty good at. So alrighty then, and that is our time lapse, and here is our finished product. If I step back here, this really is a nice location that I stuck it in, right into the cliff. Isn't she a beaut? So normally when I build houses like this, I build like a path structure up to them on the cliff, but this cliff was actually very nice and had a nice easy way of climbing up from over on this side. If I can get up, now that I said it has a nice easy way, and now I can't find my way up. But once you get up here, which isn't too difficult, it's really easy from the backside. I was going to build a path down, but then when I was carving out the mountain, this turned into such a nice little gradient here that I decided to go with it. It's like, I like this better, and so I went with it. And then obviously the mossy texture is totally up to you. I was just going to do grass, but then I just started going and I liked it. So normally for a cliffside house like this, you want lots of grass around it because it's normally a lot of stone. This hill is quite a bit of grass, but more grass would have even helped. So I would have put grass just about everywhere where there is moss, and then I would have bone mealed the grass to get this look. And then maybe a spruce tree over here and a different type of tree over here. But I happened to get one of these, and I bone mealed it. I got one of these little trees. So that's how this side looks. And then I decided that I liked how this looked, so I just decided to build the entrance down here. But, so you walk in, it's kind of like this little natural cave thing, and then you walk down, and you're right inside. And I didn't know what to do with the interior, because I didn't know people build houses on survival and creative. So on survival, this would be pure survival driven then. So I threw in some creative elements and some survival elements. So I threw in a wall of chess, survival. I threw in a painting, and I would have done a painting on each side, the same size, if I was building this just for creative. And then I would have textured these walls, maybe in like a mixture of cobblestone, andesite, polished andesite, and majority stone, just so I'd give it a bit more texture. And then in creative, I also would have built a table with item frames with different things in them. You can do the item frame trick, and then I probably would have put a kitchen in back in this corner instead of the chest, and then a painting over here. Now in survival, I would build this big fancy front because I really like it, and the little balcony thing. But then if it was all purely survival driven, I would have probably just put a rug here with some hidden lighting under it, and then this whole wall back here, chest side, furnace side, and then the exit. And then obviously your mine entrance could be like straight down from here. It could be right here, it could be down. But I like having my mine entrance right in my house. And then upstairs I went purely survival based, so got some more furnaces, some more chests, and my beds, and then a view of the chandelier downstairs. So yeah, this is my little starter survival house, or creative, depending on where you want to build it. I love building in creative sometimes, but survival is where it's at. So this is it all wrapped up. I thank you guys so much for watching my video. Feel free to copy this exactly how I built it, or take it as inspiration for your build. But I really hope you guys enjoy this one. I worked really hard on it, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to continue this with different biomes and different structures. This is just one of my favorite starter houses, and biomes is just these extreme hills seem to attract people. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.